Hello everyone, welcome to One by One, a podcast where we uncover the stories, strategies and secrets behind extraordinary success. I'm your podcast host, Robert Murigi, and we'll be building each other from the ground up. Subscribe now and never miss an episode from us. And on our weekend special today, we have our guest, Robin. He's a geologist.
Opportunities.
Yes. You see, when we come together, because we have had issues where each and every person wants to do things the way they want. No one is consulting each other. You don't have the right people, the people with the right mindset. Then you find that you are swayed by the superficial things. Like in today's life, we are having so many problems, and the young people are tending to follow each other instead of you sit down and you identify what you are made for. You see, it is only through identifying what you are made for that you are able to explore it. You are able to follow that. That's the best way. So therefore, when we talk about opportunities, it is a golden thing. And the only way you can discover this is by immersing yourself. We have already talked about this on another weekend special. You immerse yourself, you give yourself out there so that people can see what you have to offer. Mentorship program before. But how do you even look for a mentor? Can we equate this into an opportunity? You see? So we have to think about these things continuously, and we have to give ourselves as a living sacrifice so that we are able to be identified by the people who are looking for the same kind of people with the same character. Yes.
On adding to that, I think opportunities
Yes.
are there. It's upon you to seek what you want in life.
Yes.
Because I think if you have to do something, you have to do it perfect. It has to be a passion.
Yes. Yes.
Within a passion and having an opportunity,
Yes.
that becomes a rocket thing.
That can skyrocket and it can give you the best. So that, you see, we have talked about becoming the best version of
Yes.
yourself. And we have said that there is no one who is trying to change another person to become anything different. But we are all working towards one thing, becoming the best version of ourselves. Yes. Yeah. On our today's weekend special, we are going to introduce our guest today. He's a geologist. His name is Robert. He's going to be telling us more of the things that he has been doing and the kind of people that he has met in his life. And he's going to tell us what he can learn from what we are already doing here in Motor O'Clock.
One thing that I think is the most important thing for any passion is that
Yes.
knowing whom you are relating to. In any professional scene, relating yourself with the right-minded people can bring you far. And that's why I'm speaking to anyone there outside listening to this podcast, wishing to have a better opportunity upside. You have to relate with the right people,
Yes.
so that can guide you to your goals, and they can be able to shape your fortune.
Your fortune. Yes. And talking about the fortune, you see, people in the past have related fortune with luck, good luck. It's not the same. You can actually attract your fortune by the way you are made and by your virtues. And this comes, this one's intertwined very well with the integrity. That if you're a person who says and you does what you say, then you are already in the right step towards achieving that one goal.
One thing that I know is about relating yourself with the right people.
Yes.
And then we go to the first question where you have integrity.
Integrity, yes.
People judge you on your integrity. People seek to see you the way you are because of your integrity.
Yes.
And with that, you can be able to relate with anyone who will be there for you, who will be your next client,
Yes.
who will be a role model for you, and even you yourself will be a role model to another person.
Yes.
And then we come to the question of role model.
Role model, yes. You see, when when we talk about role modeling, and I think this one is closely related to mentorship. It is very, very important, and I've talked about this in many instances, that people need to have someone that they can mirror. You see, you need to have that one person who does it so well in that one thing, and you really want to do it the same way, even if it may not be the same thing. See, you might see someone is a good mechanic, and the way he does his repairs and the way he carries himself, and this you would want to also become part and parcel of that kind of a person, so that he can give you that inspiration, and even that one thing that you're doing every day, you can be able to do it without being followed by anyone else. So therefore, role modeling is very important. It is always good to have a role model. I have a role model myself, and this is a person that who have walked through all my life. Since the time we met until now, we've been able to discuss, we've been able to help each other, and more so, he has really helped me. You see? And now we can continually working together and also getting other people that I can also mentor the same way. And this one works very well. You see, just to expound a little bit more, the passion and the discipline and the good work ethics and workmanship is what I grasped from that mentorship. And today I'm carrying on even with that good work when we talk about the mentorship program.
The other thing that Robert we can discuss about is
yes.
On the part of the role model, we have discussed that. Now we are coming towards the turn we are now going to discuss how can you get good information.
Yes.
Seeking good information.
Yes.
Where can you get good information? You can get it on books,
Yep.
you can get it on the podcast, you can get it on in the internet. But on us, I would wish to encourage the viewers to do much of the research.
Yes. Yes.
Can you empower on that?
Yes. In the past, people have accused others of misreading them, and I always say that do your own research. There is books, there is podcasts like this one, there are other journals, there are many other places where you can get information today. It is at your discretion to make sure that the information that you're getting is up to date and it is the correct information, because the information is out there and it is full. But how do you identify that this is the right information and this is wrong information? Because I've seen that there is this attraction thing. Like when you think the right thing, you most likely find people who are thinking like yourself. It attracts each other. So I think when you talk about this, the information part of things, it is until I was so much interested in starting my podcast that I watched so many podcasts and I got so much inspiration and I saw the way they do it and I learned a lot of it. Why? Because I really wanted that. And this comes to having the right mentors, as you say. Because if you keep thinking about that one thing that you really want to do, you want to become a mechanic. So what do you do? And Kevin, when you said you want to become the best mechanic, what did you do?
First, you must learn as a mechanic, because there are such kind of other mechanism.
You see, you're very right. Because he said that you want to become a good mechanic. What do? You first of all keep thinking about it. When you start thinking about that one thing, the next thing you're going to do is to go looking for that information. That is how we met. Because he has been to few garages, he mentioned. But what happens? Maybe there are a few things which may not be up to standard, and he feels that for you to be a 21st century mechanic with all the electronic cars, with the cars with canvas, you might need to go further and look for the right people who can mentor you and become your role models in mechanics. We have our brother here. You want to ask something as well?
So, what motivates you to do the type of work you're doing?
Yes.
The motivation. Where do you get the motivation to do what you've been doing?
That's a very good question. because you cannot really fake motivation. It's a very straightforward thing, and it lives within you. You see, the world is all within you. Do not be told by someone else that the world is out there, and that is why there is all this distraction. You want to be distracted so that you can look at that thing and you do not look at yourself. All what you need, all the motivation, all those good things that you want to do, they are all within you. But how do you start doing these things? It is by realizing that you are a full entity. You do not need anything else. You do not need anyone else to come from outside to come and complement you. That one thing that you want to do. You wake up, you keep thinking about it, even if you do not get sleep like myself, you keep thinking and you keep going. At the end of the day, you are going to get to that point where you can get motivated to wake up each and every day and go and do that thing. You spend time, you think about it, you plan about it. Why? Because that is exactly what is within you.
Robert,
Yes.
on the part of learning,
Yes.
we have discussed on where you seek opportunities, where you seek knowledge, where you relate yourself to the right-minded person.
Yes.
But there are times to come to any human being, you have also to do research on yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Empowered on that.
And you see, the biggest problem we have nowadays, and probably this also touches on myself and all, everyone else, that we do not focus on ourselves. We are all out there, we are all clapping for other people, we do not clap for ourselves. The source of power, the source for you to get to that point of realization is within you. You keep thinking about it, you keep going about it every day, and you never miss it. That's the best way, because I have been thinking like, how well can we achieve that one dream that we have? If one of us want to achieve something, this person want to achieve, he want to do this course, the other person want to buy a small car, the other person want to buy a bicycle, the other person want to be mentored to become the best. We all have different things that we need. But are these the best things that we need? We need to discover that so that we do not get swayed, we do not go the wrong direction when we are supposed to be going the right direction.
That's so grateful.
Thank you.
And I'm happy for having this discussion so much.
Yes.
Because in writing makes people think outside the box.
Outside the box, yes.
On that, that's the point I'm going to, thinking outside the box.
Yes.
I'm proud of that.
You see, when you are young and when you're growing up, the first thing that you need to do is to make sure that you do not blame anyone else. Okay? The moment you think that your life is determined by someone else, that is where we start making our mistake. But the moment you know that all the things that I need are within me, all the good decisions are within me, all the bad decisions are within me, it will be upon me to decide whether I want to do it that way or I want to do it the other way. When we talk about thinking outside the box, what are we talking about? What is this box we are talking about? Does it mean that we are boxed, our mind is boxed up, and we can only see within that box? But there is better things outside that box, and that is exactly what we're talking about. In 21st century, or in 2024, there is so many problems which do not resonate with the ideas we had 10 years ago. Things have changed, everything is going different direction. The people who are doing businesses are doing marketing differently. People are buying from the internet nowadays in most of the things. This is something that we could not have believed that it will ever happen 5 years ago. But what is happening today? We talk about adaptability. What is adaptability? Is being able to bend yourself and fit and get into those tight edges of your life. I think this one will be equated outside the box.
Perfectly said.
You see? Because are you going to start to continue thinking the way you were thinking 10 years ago? No. After COVID, everything changed. Are you thinking about, are you changing with the change which is already happening? Yes. How are you doing it? Look at how everything is going and also check what you're doing, because so many things might have changed, but it may not have changed for everyone, because there are other people who are already, right now, they're already, the jobs they were doing were not affected by COVID. So these people, they were still thinking in 2020, you see? But they are going to be caught up with the speed that the world is going, because even the jobs which are manual, we have AI right now.
True.
See?
I was coming to that question on
Yes.
AI.
Yes.
Because most of the work, most of the this ton of event,
Yes.
because most of the companies are more relying on the AI.
Yes.
Most of the industries are relying more on AI, robotics,
Yes.
extra. How do you make yourself to be adaptability on the rise of AI?
On the rise of AI, we need to start thinking like AI. I already talked about that. How does the AI think? It is logical, with no mistakes. It is logical, no mistakes, and it is up to date. And I think this is what we talked about adaptability, because I think AI is always on the top level of adaptability. It is adaptive, something that happens today, it will run from other people and they will shoot that thing, they will bring you that information, because it is real-time information. How can we get to this point where we are able to think in real time, just like AI? That is the only way that we are going to work with AI. So, and therefore, on 21st century and with AI, we have to get our heads dirty. I've already talked about this. The people who are going to university and doing big degrees, which does not involve much of hands-on work, these people, they might need to go back and do a small course where they can use their hands, because with the information and with the, did you see the, we have raw farm, which are AI now?
True.
Yes. You see?
Even we've seen robotic cafes.
Robotic cafes, yes. So it means that the people who are doing these jobs, they have now gone back home.
Yeah.
So what are these people going to do? See, that's why I'm saying, let us, even if you're not going to do any course, but make sure that you have a skill and you can do something with your hands, because very soon that is where you might be going, and you do not want to leave anyone behind.
Perfectly said.
And whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur, seasoned professional, or simply someone looking for inspiration, one by one, we will equip you with the tools and insights you need to lay the foundation of your own success stories. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. Your feedback helps us to grow and to bring you even more inspiring stories. Thank you for listening to Building from the Ground Up. Remember, every great accomplishment starts with one single step. What will you build today? Until next time, keep building, keep striving, and keep reaching for your dreams.